Hello everyone, welcome to my today's video. In this video, we are going to discuss about few things about balance sheet. Okay, and this topic is from grade 10 Office Practice and Accountancy. Balance sheet. Okay, balance sheet is one of the final accounts. Okay, which we prepare at the end of every fiscal year. Normally, it is prepared in the end of every fiscal year, but it can be prepared at any point of time. The main purpose of balance sheet is to find out the position of assets, liabilities, and capital of a business organization at a given point of time. It simply shows the level of assets, liabilities, or capital, whatever you have at any given point. So here it says the statement which shows the information about assets, liabilities, and capital is called balance sheet. In other words, balance sheet may be defined as accounting statement for financial position of a business presented at a specific point of time, usually at the end of accounting period, and shows assets on one side and liabilities and capital on the other side. You may have already learned on in your grade 9 the accounting equation. The accounting equation stands for asset equals liabilities plus capital. This is the statement which shows the same equation. In one side you have assets and the other side you have liabilities and capital, and in doing so, after preparing the balance sheet, the end result is always assets equals liabilities plus capital, which means one side is always equals to the other side. Here, asset is the property owned by a business. Liability is the obligation of a business which needs to be paid by the business, while capital is the investment amount or the claims of the owner. These are the three specific things which we have to record in balance sheet. Now let's check the format of a balance sheet quickly. This is how the format of a balance sheet looks like. This is the format of a balance sheet. In the top, you write the title, balance sheet of . Here, you are going to write the name of the company. Balance sheet of, suppose, XYZ company. Balance sheet of Amrit Furniture. This is what is recorded in the top, and then as on, this is the date on which the assets, liabilities, or say the balance sheet is calculated, it is prepared. This is the date of preparation of balance sheet. And then you have simply a table containing 4 columns. The left side of the table includes capital and liabilities plus amount, and then right side is assets and amount. This is the sheet where you categorize assets and liabilities on one side and all the assets on the other side. So it is a very simple to calculate. It is very simple, sheet to calculate. You just need to classify all the assets, capital, and liabilities, and then keep it. Just like the profit and loss account. And the profit and loss account included all the expenses and incomes, like expenses on one side and incomes on other side. Similarly, the capital, liabilities, and assets, they are separated in the balance sheet. The only thing that you need to take care of is, my dear students, you should always begin preparing your balance sheet with the help of capital in the first. Always start with capital. It may not be in the first position in your question. It may be, well, within the given particulars. It may be in the third or fourth position as well. But kindly find the place where capital is included. So find it. You have to record it first. And then you have to add net profit if it is given. Okay, if there is net profit given, add the net profit with capital. If there is net loss, less net loss from capital. If there is any drawings, then you should also less the drawings from capital. This is the only thing that you need to take care, particularly in grade 10. Okay, in grade 11 and 12, while you prepare balance sheet or in above grades, there may be certain like lots of things that you need to take care of. But for grade 10 specifically for SE, just remember this thing: capital plus net profit. If there is loss, minus net loss. If there is any drawings specified in the question, minus drawings. And then the final amount of whatever is done here, capital, add profit, minus loss, less drawings. This amount should be included here. And after that, everything is just like what you did. Normally it is suggested to record the long-term assets or say fixed assets in the top, and then recording the current assets in the bottom side on the second half. Okay, it is normally suggested. Similarly, under the capital and liability side as well, first of all, it is suggested to include all the capitals. For example, capital itself is a capital item, and the general reserve, all the reserves are also a capital item. And then it is suggested to record long-term liabilities in the top. Okay, for example, this is the long-term liability, and record current liabilities after that. Okay, this is what normally suggested while preparing a balance sheet. But in either way, you can sometimes fiddle up with all these particulars. You can record land and building in the end as well. It will not be a problem, but it is best suggested to record in this same manner. Classify all the assets as fixed and short term. Similarly, liabilities as long term and short term as well. So this is how a balance sheet is prepared, and bear in mind that the end result, the total of both sides must be equal. If it is equal, then your answer is correct. If it is not equal, then there may be some problems in your calculations. Let me show you an example of preparation of a balance sheet. Here is an example of a balance sheet. Consider the following information, and here are some information, some particulars given here. And the question is required balance sheet as on 31st Asad 2074. Now, in order to prepare a balance sheet, first you need to draw the format. In the top, there should be the name of the company along with the date. So here it is the answer: balance sheet of that dash dash dash. Here is just the dash, because the name of the company is not given in the question. So if the name of the company is not given in the question, just leave it blank, like balance sheet of dot dot dot. Okay, and then as on 31st of Asad 2074, as the date is provided in the question, here you can see the date. So the same date should be written over there. And then capital liabilities. First of all, you write capital. So where is the capital? Okay, here is the capital. And then if there is any net profit or loss, let's check it quickly. Here is net profit. Yeah, so net profit is always added with the capital amount. Yes, here it is done. And drawings, if we can find, here is the drawing. Okay, so drawing must be subtracted. So this is the first job you do, and once it is done, just classify according. Like plant and machinery is assets, land is assets, bank overdraft is liabilities. So classify accordingly. Okay, this is a simple very simple numericals that will be asked in the essay. You will be asked for a short question for numericals, which is for 5 marks in the essay. So prepare accordingly. All the best. If you have any problems regarding balance sheet, you can always write it in the comment section below. I wish you have a wonderful day ahead. Keep subscribing. Have a nice day. Bye bye.